Hello and welcome to CNBC TV18 and Intel present Boost Your Business, a series that travels across the length and breadth of India to bring to you demonstrations of how small and medium businesses use technology to power their business. I am Gautam Srinivasan and today we are in the city of Ludhiana to meet with million exporters and understand how technology has helped them move ahead in the business. Let's check out their profile. Established in 2008, Million Exporter Private Limited has its eyes set on becoming one of India's biggest manufacturers and suppliers of garments. This Ludhiana-based company boasts of an integrated infrastructure to manufacture fabric to fashion under one roof. With a production capacity of 25,000 pieces per day, in-house designing capabilities and in-depth knowledge of product creation, Million Exporter looks dressed for success. Alright, now that you have a brief idea about the business, let's learn more about the company with the Managing Director of Million Exporter, Mr. Narendra Chugh. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Chugh. Pleasure to meet you. Now, you have a very colorful entrepreneurial history. From automotive tires, you've landed at Million Exporters.
Well, it's very interesting. From the last 3 decades, I was into automobile business, into tires, batteries, in Dubai as well as in India. When I shifted back to India, I started my own business of trading, import and distribution of tires. Thank you so much to our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. He encouraged me, inspired me to have my own industry with his vision of Make in India. So that's why I came into the industry and got an opportunity. It was a sick unit full of challenges. I accepted as a challenge and started this business.
You have a new deal also coming up, a very big deal for your company. Do you think somewhere technology has helped your company reach a stage where you can crack all these big deals? Tell us more about the deal and how it's working for your company.
I was after these deals for the last so many years, so that's what I wanted to have a tie-up with an international renowned brand. So I backed this deal. It is a all India licensing for the Swiss military brand.
Okay.
We will produce, sell, distribute, deliver the products into all India, and we have planned to open 200 EBOs across India.
All right.
And through digital marketing, through e-marketing, and my son Akshat Chugh is going to handle all this product entirely.
All right. Now that you mentioned Akshat's name, Akshat is the second generation who's looking after the technological aspects of this company. I'm going to have a conversation with him to understand how these big deals and of course the massive production orders that you take up, where technology plays a role in improving efficiency and minimizing downtime. So I'll do that. Thank you so much for speaking with me. Akshat, great to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine.
All right, your father was telling me about this big deal which is about to happen.
Correct.
And of course that brings to mind the fact that big deals usually come with big orders.
Absolutely.
And the quantum, looking at the quantum, you have to look at cost minimization, whole host of other factors. So let's bring in the first question to you about why the need for technology for a lot of the things that you do.
Let me first start with when I walked into this business. When I walked in, what I realized was that this company has independent departments. Departments that are not linked. If you want to create a report, you go to one, then you go to the other one, then you go to the other one. This was happening continuously, and this is creating a lot of delay in our work. What we decided was we want something that integrates our business together. We wanted a vertical integration, so we walked in and we said we want an ERP. We got an ERP, we got our production planning, we got our controls in place, and this is how we got the new orders, because with the growing orders, with the growing business, with the growing brands that we are working with, we definitely need this not only for the cost-effective part, but also for the compliance bit.
All right, and dwelling more into the business elements which you need to tie in together using technology. Give us an idea of what's at work, in terms of production, inventory, then quality control, then there's accounting. So give us the elements which are at work.
Okay, so what we do is, as soon as we get an order, the first thing that we do is we open the file of that order, that's called a GPO, onto our ERP system. And then vertically it flows into every department, every point, in such a way that we have something called the POs, then we generate the POs. POs for everything is generated. So from the time the raw materials have started, the raw material walks in at every department. We've got our places, we've got our data entry operators. They fill in the details. We have a TNA system, a time and action plan. that helps us in delays, tells us where we're delaying. I get a message, a nudge on my phone right away that this is where your yarn hasn't been ordered on time. Please contact your supplier. It goes to the HOD, it comes to the management, and we get everything in place. Apart from this, the HR. Discipline is something that we really take seriously because we're more of a human-oriented, labor-oriented unit. So for us, HR is very important. And even for compliance purposes and for the discipline. So from the time an employee walks in with the biometrics till the time the end, we have people in place, we have our orders in place, their salaries are generated, and we link it to our accounting, and that's how we flow even the HR.
All right, and how easy was the process to introduce technologies? As you mentioned, when you came, there were so many silos, right? Take us through, how that whole introduction process happened.
I would definitely say it wasn't easy. Change is something that nobody's susceptible to very easily. When I walked in, there were just 2 pieces in the entire unit. You've seen the unit, you've seen how vast it is. And I decided that I need systems everywhere. I don't want my accessory store in charge to have 155 different registers to register what my inventory is. I want a system, I want a computer where I can see what inventory is going on, what is coming in. So we installed 40 PCs. We called the ERP people to train us every now and then. At every training of every department, I sat, I understood what it is, and then I even taught them further.
So a very hands-on approach to making sure that everyone gets on board. All right, and production is also a key component. Tell me how using all this technology has helped you from the production side.
Our only raw material that comes in is yarn. But besides that, even the accessories that come in, all these kind of things that we need. This basically production was something that was the most important part of our unit because obviously we need to deliver everything on time. So with the vast amount of broad customer expansion that we've got from Europe, from America, from the Middle East and all of that, so production had to get more effective. We had to make it more cost effective. Today for something that I have 15 people, I have 2 people. I've definitely cut down on more people and I've obviously got more cost effective work done from them. So that ways production has become more effective. Every issue is addressed right away. There are no delays because of which my production comes in time.
All right. And any challenges you faced while implementation of all these technologies and how you overcame them?
The biggest challenge I faced was getting them trained.
Pitching to them that this will make your life better.
Yes, this is going to make you a more organized person.
Okay.
And there were times when these people would just not be ready to fill up the TNA. Now, computer's not going to do everything. You have to have your human resources help for it to work. So then I had to force them, convince them that, look, this is what your productivity is going to be like.
You have to evangelize the use.
Absolutely.
This is all the back end. Let's look at the front end as well. Digital marketing is a key component of that. Right. So how are you using technology to kind of push the word around, push what you do and let people know, get more customers, get more orders?
Yes. So we, as my father mentioned earlier, and you've known about the deal that we've had with Swiss Military Apparels, for that, we definitely need digital marketing to push our retail. Now that we're getting into retail, it's the biggest challenge. We're units that manufacture and export. Now we're getting into the retail line. So we definitely were using Instagram, Facebook, we're using YouTube. Our websites are in place. We've got the search engine optimizations in place. If I have somebody search something on Google saying, I want Swiss military or say Swiss military jackets, that person is going to be followed on Facebook. There's going to be a highlight on Facebook that this is what you were looking for. It's going to be followed on Instagram. So we're going to continuously keep tracking people so that we get followers and so that we get the game going.
Well, so we've kind of got a blueprint of how you use technology to improve operations.
Yes.
I have some more questions for your father.
Absolutely.
So let's go and meet him, shall we?
Sure.
Mr. Chugh, let's wrap up this conversation by a look into the future. How do you see technology pushing your company ahead in the future?
Without technology, we cannot run our unit. You have seen the size of the unit, and if we have to enhance our capacities. Per person, we produce about 10 to 40 t-shirts a day. So let us see how the technology helps us, how the new technologies comes up. We are ready to adopt it.
All right.
I'd like to add, the future of our business is steering towards smarter analytics. So we're working towards these smarter analytics because this is going to help us predict the future business events. And when we know what the future business events are well in advance, we can tackle the situation as and when it comes. And we don't really need any smart people to do this because we've got those analytics in our place.
Well, I guess you could say the future is bright. Mr. Chugh, thank you so much for showing us around. Akshat, thank you so much for explaining to us how you use technology to power up your operations. As a small token of our appreciation, we'd like to present you with an Asus VivoBook S510 laptop from our OEM partner, and a software solution to go with it from Zoho, who is our software solutions partner. Thank you so much for giving us time. Thank you. So that was the story of Million Exporter, but we've got one more case study coming up, a unique profile on how technology can help a small and medium business power ahead. Stay tuned.
The biggest challenge I still think these SMBs face is in terms of adopting the right kind of technology. So we at Zoho help these businesses by empowering them, by giving them end-to-end solutions of every business need, and we have made sure to make technology less overwhelming and more DIY.
Technology is actually giving them peace of mind in terms of the information wherein he can run his business. Second, wherein even he can promote himself well, which he don't do today. Third is the way he's doing his business. If he change a bit with the technology, that can add great value to his work.